Hello everybody, welcome to Virtual Club Live this Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. I'm Josh Peterson. We're broadcasting live right now from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton and Franklin counties in the beautiful Kennewick, Washington. Wherever you're watching from, thanks for joining us today. We've got a great show coming up today on Virtual Club Live. St. Patrick's Day is next week. Do you need to add a little green to your outfit? We've got a great fashion project for you. Jesse's going to show you how to make a St. Patrick's Day hair clip. Very cool. Plus, National Reading Month continues, and we've got a new Storytime video to premiere today featuring Elizabeth from the Children's Reading Foundation of the Mid-Columbia. She'll be reading Charlie Cook's favorite book. And we've got an update for you on our Impact Percussion group. Members started getting together in small groups this past weekend for some unique video shoots. We're going to take you there in just a few minutes. But first, yesterday was International Women's Day. Girls at our Kennewick Club and our Pasco Main branch attended a webinar yesterday put on by the Seattle Seahawks. Now, panelists talked about their careers, how they got started, and how COVID has impacted their jobs. They also shared some important daily routines they try to stick to ensure that they make every day count and that their daily actions are always focused on their goals. Very, very cool. Well, St. Patrick's Day is a little more than 1 week away. Do you have an outfit picked out this year, something you're gonna wear? You gotta make sure that there's some green in it, of course. If you're looking for a fun way to add some St. Patrick's Day green to your clothing ensemble next week, don't worry, Jesse has you covered. In this video, Jesse shows you how to make a fun and easy St. Patrick's Day hair clip.
Hi everybody, I'm Jessie and I'm so excited for you to join me today. Today I want to show you a fun project that you can do to keep those little St. Patty's Day pictures away. So I want to show you how to make a really fun 4-leaf clover headpiece. So the first part of this project is we're going to go ahead and cover this silver hair clippy with our ribbon. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to add glue, a little bit of glue here, start our ribbon off, giving it a second to cool, putting some more glue here at the bottom, make sure to open it so that you don't accidentally glue it shut. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of glue right here on the inside so that it doesn't have a bump. Just like that. All right, go ahead and trim your edge. You're gonna wanna give it just a little bit of a tail. Okay, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and open up our piece, add a little bit of glue to the inside and fold that ribbon right on over. Just like that. All right, once this part's done, go ahead and set it off to the side. And we're gonna start making our clover pieces. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with my bigger ribbon, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut 6 about 2-inch long strips. Once you've got your strips cut, let's go ahead and glue these together. So the basic shape of a shamrock is a heart. And so how we're going to do that is by taking 2 of our strips, just like this, and we are going to glue them to create this V shape, okay? So just add a little dab of glue. Line it up and press. And we're gonna go ahead and do that to all of our strips. And this is gonna create 3 V's. All right, so my 3 V's are created. So I'm gonna start with this one while I let this one dry. And I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna create the heart shape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of our sides, pull it down just like this, take the other one and also pull it down. All right, once you've created the shape, go ahead and glue it, okay? All right, what's gonna happen is your ribbon's gonna look like this, okay? Go ahead, tack it down with a little bit more glue just to hold that shape in place. And go ahead and do it with your other two. Once this is done, go ahead and set these ones off to the side and go ahead and get your second color of ribbon. What we're gonna do is we are gonna create another 6 strips. This time they're gonna be a little bit longer, so I would cut them about 2.5 inches. All right, so I got my strips cut. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach them to our clover leaves. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come in on the back side, add a little bit of glue. And I'm gonna tack down both strips at the same time. Then I'm gonna flip my leaf over and I'm gonna go ahead and bring just like that. Now I'm not gonna pull it super, super tight because I don't want my dark green leaf petal to bend like this. I just want to have it loosely wrapped around. Now, if your ribbon is too long, that's fine, we can trim it afterwards. It's better to have it too long than too short. All right, once all of your clover leaves are nice and glued, go ahead and start trimming your extra ribbon. Okay, once your ribbon's trimmed, it's time to attach your clover leaves to your hair clip. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start by adding a little bit of glue right on the back, just like that. And this one is gonna go right there. Okay. Last step is I'm gonna go ahead and add my decorative button right to the center of my clover. And so I just chose a nice fun yellow. You can choose whatever color you would like. Add a little bit of that hot glue to it, just like that. All right. Once your glue is all dry, you have got yourself a very fun and creative way to save yourself from getting any extra pinches this St. Patty's Day. So I hope you guys had fun. Until next time, bye.
All right, thanks, Jesse. And guess what? More St. Patrick's Day fun is on the way from the club. Staff at our main branch in Pasco are holding a virtual bingo night next Tuesday, March 16th at 7 p.m. This is a free St. Patrick's Day themed event. You can call 509-547-7864 to reserve your spot. Going to be a lot of fun. And check this out. Staff at the Kennewick Club got in on the virtual bingo fun last week, already there. They held a fun virtual bingo night for families across the Kennewick community. A big shout out to our friends at Hapo who donated gift cards to the bingo winners. One winner also received a bike. That's a game changer. Looks like a lot of fun. And if you're looking for an artistic way to interact with clubs from home, we've got a fun virtual art class coming up later this week. Hope you'll join us on Thursday for a watercolor art class. Youth in our colorful umbrella class will learn how to create artistic cohesion with multiple colors, patterns, and designs. This free class is open to all K through 6th grade youth. You can register for this free class online. Just go to virtualbgc.org. Going to be a lot of fun. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got some great club updates for you, including a look inside the creation of Impact Percussion's 2021 virtual program. We're going to give you a sneak peek coming up.
The future is uncertain for millions of young Americans facing a competitive job market. Additionally, businesses are reimagining how they work and serve their customers. How can young people prepare to meet the workforce challenges of tomorrow? They need safe spaces and positive mentorship today. That's where Boys and Girls Clubs of America come in, to level the playing field and help our youth stay on the right path in the midst of change. Mentors and activities help develop essential skills like communication, creativity, and critical thinking. Club experiences spark interest in careers related to STEM, business, the arts, and more. Together with our partners, clubs empower teens to explore volunteerism, extracurriculars, and certifications in their communities. They can even access financial literacy programs, internships, and local jobs. Boys and Girls Clubs of America is developing today's youth into tomorrow's leaders, innovators, and problem solvers, ready to not only meet challenges, but exceed all expectations. Learn more about our workforce readiness programs at bgca.org/workforce.
Welcome back. March is Women's History Month, and yesterday, as we mentioned earlier in the show, was International Women's Day. Now, staff at the Boys and Girls Clubs of America have put together some great resources and tips on how we can encourage girls to become great leaders. This includes using service learning to reveal their passions, helping girls develop social and emotional skills, and much more. To see more, we encourage you to visit bgca.org to view all those amazing resources. All right, well, it's time now for one of my favorite parts of our weekly show. You know what time it is. Clubs across the country. Get in the car, put on your rollerblades, get on your skateboard, jump on the train. We're heading first to Indiana, to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Fort Wayne. Members there celebrating National Reading Month and Dr. Seuss's birthday last week. Some amazing donors stopped by to deliver books and cupcakes to all the members. Looks like they had a lot of fun. Very, very cool. Next, we're going to head to California to the Boys and Girls Clubs of West San Gabriel Valley and East Side. Their friends from the University of Southern California donated 15 Chromebooks to club members to help them with their virtual schoolwork. So important right now. And finally, we're going to head back to Washington to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Bellevue, who are putting a spotlight on two future female leaders. These are twin sisters, Madison and Zoe, who have been coming to the club in Bellevue for more than 2 years. The girls say to them, the club means friendship, kindness, and working together. I second that. Love that. All right, well, back home in the Tri-Cities, we're going to check in with our Impact Percussion Ensemble. The members there have been getting together in small groups. They did this for the first time over the weekend to start shooting videos and recording audio for their 2021 virtual production. This was the first time Impact Percussion has held any kind of in-person rehearsal or event in a year. The members say it was great to finally meet some for the first time members in their section as they got to play through parts of the show. Here's a sneak peek at one of those sections. All right, sounding good, Impact. Impact Percussion wraps up shooting for their virtual production this upcoming weekend. We are very excited to see the finished product. Next, let's check in with youth at our main branch in Pasco who are taking advantage of the nicer weather to go outside and paint. Check this out. That's the outside of the club there that we're seeing there. Very cool. Some painted the club, others painted nature. Overall, It was a great opportunity for these members to free their minds, go outside and just create what felt right. Love that. Back inside the Pasco Club, teens getting competitive once again for their weekly Teen Kitchen Challenge. This week, the teens were challenged to put together a yummy baked potato dish. Sophomore Lysandra Sanchez swept the competition with her delicious baked potato dish. All right, finally, we're heading to the Club Discovery Preschool. Youth there working on their fashion design skills as they learn about basic sewing techniques. They each receive some yarn and a plastic needle to get a feel for how sewing works in a safe and creative way. Very, very cool. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we've got our latest Storytime video as part of our month-long partnership with the Children's Reading Foundation of the Mid-Columbia. Elizabeth is going to read Charlie Cook's favorite book when we come back.
Today's world is really driven by technology. You see it everywhere. Without having the knowledge to use it, you are really missing out on a lot of opportunities.
The best thing about technology is creating exposure for young people to understand what's possible in both their world and in education. That's the great thing about my future.
Welcome back. National Reading Month continues, and we love seeing youth across our community read. At our main branch in Pasco, teen members there took some time out of their afternoon to sit and read a book last week. Just some quiet time to focus on a book of their choosing. Absolutely great. We love getting lost in a good story. Very cool to see this. And we've got a new story for you right now. We've teamed up with the Children's Reading Foundation of the Mid-Columbia to bring you several story time and reading education videos all month long. Elizabeth from the Children's Reading Foundation is here with our latest video. She's going to read Charlie Cook's favorite book. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Barnes, the Executive Director of the Children's Reading Foundation, and March is a National Literacy Month. So I'm here to read to you one of my favorite stories called Charlie Cook's Favorite Book. The author is Julia Donaldson and the illustrator is Axel Scheffler. They are also the author and illustrator of one of my other favorite books called The Gruffalo. So let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Charlie Cook who curled up in a cozy chair and read his favorite book about a leaky pirate ship that very nearly sank, and a pirate chief who got the blame and had to walk the plank. The chief swam to an island and went digging with his hook. At last he found a treasure chest, and in it was a book about a girl called Goldilocks and 3 indignant bears who cried, "Who's had our porridge? Who's been sitting in our chairs?" They went into the bedroom and Baby Bear said, "Look, she's in my bed, and what is more, she's got my favorite book." About Sir Percy Plinkington, a bold and fearless knight, who told the dragon, "Wait, I'm not quite ready for the fight. You must hear this one first." And then his armor clanked and shook, "Ho ho, hee hee," as he read aloud a joke he'd found inside his favorite book. About Rowena Read-A-Lot, a very well-read frog who jumped upon a lily pad and jumped upon a log, then jumped into the library that stood beside the brook and went, "Read it, read it, read it," as she jumped upon a book. About an oak tree full of birds, each bird had built a nest, and they had a competition to decide which one was best. They chose an owl to judge it, and the winner was a rook, whose nest was lined with pages from his very favorite book. About a girl who saw a flying saucer in the sky. Some small green men were in it, and they waved as they flew by. She tugged her mother's sleeve and said, "Look, Mum, what I've just seen." But Mum said, "Hush, I'm trying to read my favorite magazine." About a wicked jewel thief who stole the king's best crown, but then got stuck behind some sheep, which slowed his car right down. The king got on the phone, and soon the cops had caught the crook and flung him into prison, where he read his favorite book. about a greedy crocodile who got fed up with fish and went on land to try and find some other kind of dish. He went into a bookshop and he there grew even greedier while reading on page 90 of a large encyclopedia. About the biggest birthday cake the world had ever seen. A team of royal cake makers had made it for the Queen. The cake was so delicious that a famous spaceman took a slice of it to Jupiter. He also took a book. About a ghost who glided round a castle every night, carrying her head and giving everyone a fright. She kept it up till morning, then she found a shady nook and put her head back on again to read her favorite book. About a cozy armchair and a boy called Charlie Cook. We've just read Charlie Cook's favorite book by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. This is one of my favorite books, and the reason why I love it is because it's all about different kinds of books. What's your favorite book?
All right, thanks, Elizabeth. We hope you enjoyed that book. Very unique, very creative book. I love it. If you've got a favorite book at home, we want you to share it with us. In celebration of National Reading Month, we're focusing on reading for this month's Virtual Club Challenge. We want you to send us a picture of you holding your favorite book and send us a sentence, a little write-up, doesn't have to be long, about why that's your favorite book. There are so many great books out there. We can't wait to see which books you love the most. You can send in a picture of you holding your favorite book to contact@virtualbgc.org. The submission deadline is Wednesday, March 31st at 11:59 p.m. and we're going to announce the winner on Virtual Club Live on Tuesday, April 6th at 4 p.m. The winner of this month's challenge gets a $50 gift card to Barnes & Noble so you can go get some more books and continue reading. We love it. And again, we want to thank our friends at the Children's Reading Foundation for partnering with us on these great reading videos. For more information about the Reading Foundation, visit read20minutes.org. All right, well, thanks for joining us today for Virtual Club Live. To see more content at any time, you can follow us on our social media pages, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search Virtual BGC BFC. That's Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton and Franklin counties. You can also check out our website for a full list of all of our videos. Head to virtualbgc.org to see them all. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. I'm Josh Peterson from the Virtual Club. From all of our staff, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week for Virtual Club Live.